This is the Voice of the Land podcast with your hosts, Kevan Arnold and Nick Paulus.
We have waited 18 long years for a moment like this in the city of Cleveland. No, it's not exactly how we wanted it to go, how we pictured it. Can't all be tailgating together, getting together in people's homes or around the local eatery establishments to enjoy this game, or even down at First Energy Stadium if it would have been a home playoff game. But the Browns are in the playoffs, and even after everything they've been through this week, we have seen a team come through adversity time and time again. And it's a culture they're building that nothing will ever stand in their way. They will never be satisfied. Neither should we as fans, but we should still root and be ready for anything with this Browns team. Get that positivity rolling. And we welcome you inside another edition of the Voice of the Land show here on the Big Play Network, also partnered with Web Streaming Studio by LPV Productions. I'm your host, Kevan Arnold. Now, usually I would say that I am joined across the table by my brother, Nick Paulus. He is on his way. He has other responsibilities for this Browns game as well. But I am joined right now by our producer extraordinaire, Peter Toep, behind that proverbial glass. You still won't see him, even though we do have an open camera. He still, as much as I tried, he told me, smacked my hand and wouldn't even let me touch his camera at all to try to turn it on him. So let me just explain what we are planning on doing here tonight. You're wondering, well, you guys can't react to a game. The game's happening. What are you doing on? Why am I getting these live notifications? Well, we decided, with everything that, Paulus's schedule and kind of the way our schedule works out throughout the week, we figured, why not come together just like we did for the NFL draft? Why not do a live reaction through the first half? We'll only be live through the first half, but we are going to react live as the game happens. Have it off here to my left. You won't see it. We are not going to violate any FCC rules, any NFL contractual obligations. I'm not even going to mention the network they're on or who's calling the game. I'm going to keep myself as safe as possible. There may be points where, while Paulus and I try to stay as professional as possible and we keep the language where everyone can listen, all the kids out there can listen, there may be points where there could be something that slips. So if you watch this on replay, it may not be safe for work. I'm just throwing it out there. Once we retweet it, if you're not watching live, we will make sure hey, this is safe, this isn't safe. If you get a break at work and you want to watch there, I can't guarantee Paulus will keep his mouth shut. There are certain words that Paulus likes, and Peter knows it just like I do. There are certain words that Paulus likes that may be thrown around, and I have been known to yell at TVs as well. We will do the best we can, but why not put the game on mute like we have it here in the studio? Join us, live react with us, put your comments in. If you want to get your tweets, your posts out there, if you live tweet, I don't, but if you want to and you want to send those to us instead of putting them out there on Twitter, do that. If you're superstitious and you need to sit and watch the game a certain way, totally get that. Game has not started yet. If you're watching right now and you want to turn us off once the game actually kicks off, that's totally fine too. Whatever you want to do, and then you can just come for the laughs of whatever shenanigans may take place as this thing unfolds. You can always come back and watch the replay. You can watch it always at VTL_pod on Twitter, and we'll always post some fun little things from the show on Instagram under that same handle. You can also catch the show live on our Facebook page at Voice of the Land. Hit that like button there. Also hit the like button for Big Play's Facebook page at Big Play there, and we are also live there. And then subscribe to both YouTube channels at Voice of the Land Podcast, at Big Play Live. Always have the show posted there. And hit up the Sportscaster app or Sportscaster Live. You can always catch it there. So many different options to catch the show. And follow LPV Productions on all social media sites as well. You can always see mine. And when Paulus gets here, you'll see his Twitter handle under our names. Not going to go there. And catch the audio of all of this on Google, Spotify, and Apple. Again, why not? We've waited 18 years for this kind of moment. Why not socially distant as much as we can? And we have kind of, in indirect ways have had tests, so we know we are being safe here. Why not find a way to virtually bring everybody together, watch this game, react together, and like I said, only for the first half. Now, do want to thank our sponsor. Want to make sure we get this in before this game kind of takes my attention, and who knows, maybe we'll hear some play-by-play, color commentary. It'll be a radio edition because you're not going to see the TV. If you will be watching yours, but hey, we'll try to describe it as much as you can. If you want to just watch us and then know what's going on in the game, you're too nervous to even put your TV on, there'll be moments where I'll try to do the best I can to do the play-by-play through the television screen that I have off to my left, and we'll have some fun with it. We'll see where it goes. And like I said, if Paulus drops some words, I'm apologizing right now. If I drop any words, I'm apologizing right now. But do want to thank our sponsor, DP Construction LLC. Reach out to them for all of your concrete construction needs. Tyler LaFrada and Uncle Steve, they will get you taken care of. They are Browns fans as well. I know they're probably tuned to their TVs right now, but if you send them a message once the game is done, or even maybe at halftime or in some commercial breaks, I know that they will still get back to you, get you some information right off the bat there. Reach out to them at 330-217-4999. That is 330-217-4999. Or you can reach out to Tyler LaFrada at gmail.com. Hit him up with a message on Facebook and get that all situated. And of course, I want to thank Tyler. I want to give a special shout out to Tyler LaFrada, and a special shout out actually to our buddy and mentor for the show, Emmett Golden, who did 24 straight hours. Peter, do you think you could go 24 straight hours behind a microphone? Yes, he had some other people kind of help drive the show a little bit, but he was there, part of the content, 24 straight hours. He talked about how he's going to replay a lot of interviews and stuff. I don't think that really happened. So he was...
That would be really difficult. I mean, I'm at my age, trying to stay up 24 hours is a challenge. So, I mean, that could be tough. I mean, I'm trying to think of, it was a number of years ago at one of my jobs. We did a challenge, like a hackathon challenge, where it was like 24 hours, like it was crazy. And I don't even think we ended up doing 24 hours. I think we did like really late nights, but I don't think we actually lasted like through the night on it. So
now they asked, like everybody that kind of came on, they asked the question, when was the last time you remember staying up for 24 straight hours?
The last time I remember staying up like that was probably in high school. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I ever pulled like a 24-hour thing through college or anything like that.
The only time I was up for 24 straight hours, and it's only because I couldn't sleep beforehand, I played Ultimate Frisbee for the club team at CSU when I was there. And we would travel around to different college tournaments just like any college athlete would, but we were a lot lower level at the club level, no professional or amateur actual NCAA status there. But there was a tournament, just an open tournament for, any age group to join this. I think they called it a Groundhogs tournament, so it was on Groundhogs Day.
Okay.
But it started at like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Oh, jeez.
And went until maybe 10 o'clock the next day. But, usually I'm getting up. My whole life I've gotten up about anywhere from 8 to 10 o'clock in the morning. So, and I was going to take a nap beforehand to kind of lead into that. I never really got a chance. So somehow found the energy to still kind of show whatever athleticism I may actually have. But it was fun, but that's like the only time I remember staying up for 24 straight hours.
Okay.
I never did the pull the all-nighter for college.
Yeah, I mean, when Jacob here was born, that was not quite 24 hours. I mean, it was kind of crazy because I went in early because I was shooting on location somewhere, so I ended up going in early that day, worked a full day, had a city meeting at night, got home at like 10 o'clock, and when I got home, my wife's like, I think my water just broke. So I was getting ready for bed, and it was like, boom, to the hospital, and we were up. I know I fell asleep in the room because she told me.
All right. Well, actually, we just kicked off. I thought they might extend this to like 8:20 because it's nationally televised game, and they said 8:15. But I thought, usually the theatrics, so especially opening the playoffs, you may see the national anthem or some of the opening introductions. But Steelers
it came right from commercial, right to the kickoff.
Yeah, so they weren't necessarily timing that up well. Now we may be a little bit behind if you're watching on actual cable. We're going through, I think, YouTube TV, right?
Yeah, we're YouTube TV, and then probably a little bit of a delay just going out to you.
Yeah, so. coming out to us, and snap over Ben's head. That's if they can get on top of that, and the balls are loose in the end zone. Browns get the early turnover and start this game the right way.
Wow.
Let's go. A terrible snap from Marquise Pouncey.
Wow.
Over the head of Ben, who stands tall back in that pocket. But that ball was loose. It was rolling around in the end zone. Looked like Myles Garrett was going to pick that up on the goal line. Just kept going around, and it just falls in the end zone. I didn't see who fell on top of it. Did you see?
I didn't. That was... I'm stunned, but wow.
Looks like Carl Joseph, the safety, number 42 for the Browns, falls on top of it. And that is good hustle. That's good pursuit to the football. This team coming out ready to play already. And that is the kind of start that you want, especially defensively, because we knew coming in that as I look at Peter making the face, I wish everybody could see, because there's times that I just look over at Peter and he's having the time of his life behind no camera.
One of the dirty secrets about YouTube TV, if people don't know, especially for whatever reason on Samsung TVs, it likes to buffer. So
it does like to buffer. So.
Yeah. So right as Parkey was kicking the point after it, we got a little buffer there. So
it looked like it was going dead center, right?
Yeah, it looks dead center. So we're good. What a way to start this off.
What a way to start. 18 years, and this is the start that we get. That is amazing, and we knew the question marks coming into this game because of missing Denzel Ward and Kevin Johnson. That back end of that defense, the way that they got torched last week, even by Mason Rudolph, and Ben Roethlisberger has torched us for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
That is a huge confidence builder for that defense, and to have one of your back end guys get that there. Now Carl Joseph is going to be playing with a lot of energy, and that's just going to start to feed to the rest of the guys, you hope. Now it's early, it's 7-0. You don't want to overreact to anything, but hey, you're a Browns fan right now watching this. You gotta love that. So Parkey will kick off again. So Pittsburgh will try to get their offense back on the field after one play and one touchdown already for the Browns, and we didn't even start with the football. That's one heck of a way to start. We were talking about the 24-hour thing, and like I said, I don't know if I ever stayed up for all night or anything, but I just want to shout out Emmett from 850 ESPN Cleveland for doing that, getting through that. I know hopefully he's awake now and able to watch this game, and he was able to see the opening play there. But I also want to shout out Tyler Frauda from our sponsor, DP Construction LLC. As they were kind of tweeting about that, I was kind of helping promote because we love Emmett on the show. And, I said I might call in. I did try to call in. There was somebody that's on the show that's behind the board, but didn't answer my call. So I don't know if there's any shenanigans going on there. That's just a joke. Just giving you a hard time, Paulus, if you're, somehow tuning into this. But hopefully if you're driving here right now, stay safe and turn us off. And please just get here safely. That's all I ask. But Tyler kind of responded to that, get that man a headset. So, I appreciate the support that you show myself, Paulus, and even Peter for what we're trying to do, what we're trying to build here, and even in our careers, what we're trying to build. So I appreciate that wholeheartedly, and I want to send a special thank you out to you. I thought we were going to have a little extra time to get a, kind of a pep talk going there, but was ever said in the locker room beforehand.
Yeah.
I know that, Steelers make the mistake, but that's a play that you see in a lot of games for the Browns in the past when there's not a lot of pursuit to the football. There's not orange helmets all over the football. That's a key moment that if you don't take advantage of that opportunity, as being the first play of the game, that can still have a huge impact going forward.
Oh, definitely. And it's, the pursuit is great. I think Joseph has been, honestly, I've been impressed with this play.
And Joseph is one of those hard hitting guys that's going to come down in the boxes.
Oh, come on!
They tried to get the as the Steelers had a 3rd down and 3 from looked like the 32-yard line. They do get the first down.
Looks like Garrett had some pressure there.
Yeah, Garrett with some pressure. Connor, the running back for Pittsburgh, able to collect and break the tackle. It may have been Taki. Linebackers are going to have to tackle tonight. They're going to have opportunities. They're going to have to make open field tackles. You saw too many missed tackles last week, too. When we got up 2 touchdowns, you still got to tackle. You still got to stay on your P's and Q's. And you can't let their run game going like Connor just does there.
9
It's
yards
about
there. Yeah.
9 yards on first down. You can't let a running game that has been non-existent for the Steelers so often get going in this game.
Right. They really need to step it up like they did against Tennessee.
So the network that we are watching this on is showing the Browns defensive starters, of course, without Denzel Ward, without Kevin Johnson. You still got Money Mitchell. He was able to come back. Him and Jack Conklin, were questionable with an illness, but they didn't test positive for COVID-19 because you're still going to have colds, viruses, the other kind of flus, things like that still going around. It's just you have to be extra cautious in today's world, unfortunately. Connor gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage there on 2nd and 1, so it'll bring up a 3rd and short for this Browns defense. They're going to have to get off the field on 3rd downs, by the way. That's another thing. They're going to have to find a way and not just assume they're going to get these turnovers the whole time. You're going to have to make plays tactically within the field of play and get off the field on 3rd down. You can't just get the turnovers and win the game that way. But now I will say, it's kind of interesting that this game starts that way in the first possession for the Steelers. Remember, our first possession in Pittsburgh, the last time we were there, was a turnover for a touchdown. So kind of a reverse of fortune there, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the things, we talked about it right before we went on, was the Chicago game. The Chicago defense, I thought, did a decent job, holding to like 3rd and long, but then they have a penalty.
Yeah.
And they would stop, they would stop New Orleans, and then boom, didn't matter. So
yeah,
we have to be tough on the defense, and we can't shoot ourselves in the foot.
And this is where you miss some of those guys in that linebacking sector. And picked off again. Ben tries to dump it off to the running back.
Nice.
And MJ Stewart making a big play. He's been forced into tough positions over the last few weeks without some of their top cornerbacks and without Denzel Ward this week. MJ Stewart coming up and making a play. So that secondary, 2 turnovers to start this game, 2 collected by the guys in the secondary. The biggest question mark outside of Kevin Stefanski not being there to call the plays. We'll start to see those questions answered here in a moment once they come back from break and the Browns finally get on the field offensively and we see what Baker can do. But the secondary coming up big. Browns up 7-0 in the first and already 2 turnovers. What this defense has made their name on. Again, I said that they can't just rely on the turnovers, but Ben will give you opportunities. This team, the Steelers, will give you opportunities. You have to capitalize. They've capitalized on 1.
Let's see what they can do.
What do you think? What do you think the offensive game plan is going to be for the Browns? We see Stefanski usually he tries to open up the pass first, even though you have those 2 top running backs. Do they rely more on the run game to start? Are they going to try to get that going? Is it going to be more conservative, or is Alex Van Pelt just going to go with whatever scripts maybe Stefanski has given him or what they've talked about back and forth all year?
I think he's going to go with the script that was given to him. But one of the things is with Chubb and with Hunt, we have such a strong running game. We really didn't use Chubb a lot last week, so I would expect to see more of him. But that's where it's kind of where football becomes this kind of a chess match, right?
Yeah.
What do you do? Are they expecting the run because we didn't use Chubb? So do you hit them with a quick strike? I think we're going to have to rely on the run. We're going to have to run time off the clock. It's there's no doubt in my mind that even if Pittsburgh gets into a hole, Roethlisberger can bring them back, and he can bring them back quickly. So
he can.
It's we have to get this. We have the early lead. We have to add to it. We have to keep going, keep your foot on the gas.
Yeah.
It's the thing I worry about, like with Ohio State. You get a lead, you got to keep going. You can't ease off. You can't let them back into the game. We got a good first punch there. Very fortunate for us. Let's just keep adding to it.
Yeah. Again, Browns up 7-0 early in the first quarter. 2 turnovers by the Steelers. A botched snap on the opening play as the Steelers were deep in their own territory. Goes over Ben's head. Gets batted around a little bit. Carl Joseph, safety for the Browns, ends up on top of that. And Cody Parkey finishes off the extra point. And now MJ Stewart gets a turnover inside Pittsburgh territory at the Pittsburgh 46-yard line. And this offense will come out for the first time as they will have a play action here. So it's kind of that same mentality, throwing the ball down the field, just nothing really open as they were looking for Hooper almost on a wheel route there. But trying to capitalize. You see that a lot, especially when you get a turnover in plus territory, or what we mean inside the opponent's territory, their side of the 50, trying to take that shot. So trying to capitalize early, but now you're already faced with a 2nd and long.
Right. Well, I mean, it's worth the shot, right?
Yeah.
You already started with great field position because of the turnover, so why not go for it? Sometimes I think it's expected. So again, it's a chess match. What are you going to come up with that you can catch them off guard? And it's going to be difficult to catch either of these teams, I think, off guard. They play each other so much. Granted with Stefanski, it's a new, it's a new offense, but we've already seen them twice. They've seen us twice, I should say. So we'll see. I mean, it's and of course with all the COVID issues, did the Browns have one practice this week?
They had one practice where on Friday at 4:30, where they got a couple extra sessions in than they normally would on a weekly practice. Did a walkthrough before they got on the plane. Then the coaches had to drive to Pittsburgh themselves. Now that throw on 2nd down is 3rd and 4. That throw is kind of what you want to see from Baker. Wide open to Jarvis, and he's running down the sideline at the 10. 5, dives into the end zone. Touchdown. Bless them, Browns. Let's go.
Wow.
That's what they need to do. If they're going to throw the football early in this game, that little 5-yard wheel route or just turnaround route, sit in the zone, quick little route to Alex Hooper to get Baker in a rhythm, to throw it deep. His adrenaline's running. It's his first playoff game. So to now just get it in your playmaker's hands, see if they can break a tackle. Second throw is the exact same thing, a little crossing around, a little deeper for Jarvis, but puts it right in his hands, right in stride, makes the guy miss, and has plenty of blockers in front and the speed to get by him. And Cody Parkey down the middle again, and it is 14-0. Browns over Steelers. Baker looking sharp, Landry looking sharp, and this defense came ready to play. Juju, I know you said the Browns are the Browns. And Peter, you brought it up, though. You got to keep the foot on the gas because we've seen it so many times. I'm not fanning. This isn't to fan scared. So if you're actually watching us, I appreciate you right now. I'm going to check here in a second and see if Paulus' message that he's here.
He's on his way. He isn't here yet. So
okay, not here yet. But
hopefully he's listening to this and driving safely because he's probably all over the place right now.
I'm sure he's listening to Jim Donovan, Doug Deacon. I know I said I was going to mention networks, but I mean that's the local guys.
Right,
Everybody knows.
So.
Everybody loves Jimmy D and Doug Deacon on the calls of these games. So I know they're back at First Energy Stadium still. So they were talking about actually going out to Pittsburgh, because they've been at First Energy Stadium this whole time. They kind of get the feed from the network that it's on or some other kind of camera angles for it to call the game that way. They just decided, especially with the COVID issues with the Browns this week, because they would travel with the team. Like there would be while the media is not as with the team as they may have been in the past, they would travel with the team and some of the people from the organization to get there. So just to make it easier for the players to now separate on the plane, like how the coaches drove themselves, Conklin, Mitchell, they drove themselves. Like they got driven out there individually so that they could socially distant. They could isolate themselves, get their test, and hopefully be, as they are, activated for this game. But, I mean, again, if you're watching, thank you so much. Not fanning scared. What we're saying is you got to keep the foot on the gas pedal. This is what I do when I watch games. And my girlfriend can attest to this. I'm yelling at the TV when things happen. I'm trying to make sure not to blow people's eardrums out when I'm getting excited. I'm like calling the game. I'm going back and forth between play-by-play, fan, everything. We're having fun already. I mean, yeah, we're already leading, but this is fun. And now Paul is walking in. He's got to be jacked up. So
did I miss something?
Did you miss something? Well, the Browns, they're doing okay. You know, as you get yourself settled, I'll just kind of catch you up. There was like this bad or tough snap for the Steelers, I guess, and
a tough snap.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And a player in like
something bad that happens to the Steelers? Never.
And a player with this white jersey and these orange pants was able to fall on it.
Oh yeah,
and that's called a touchdown. And then
I've heard something about that before.
And then
never seen it. And
I remember seeing a guy wearing a white, brown and all brown Browns jersey. I guess he's been. I've only heard bad things about him all year, but
nothing but bad things.
You know, he threw a pretty nice nice football, and somebody went running as fast as they could, and they put more points on the board. So it's 14-0.
Fair enough.
Sorry,
fair
I'm
enough.
having fun.
I absolutely no. Go right ahead, no, for sure. How pretty was the Jarvis pass? Donovan called it like it was the greatest pass ever. So
really,
yeah.
I see. It's tough because I'm
like jittery right now. I haven't had an energy drink, and I'm just like straight up like.
I don't know if I'd say it was the greatest pass ever, but he caught it and the run. I mean, it was a yard jack.
Just ran over everyone. Yeah. Okay.
It was in stride. I couldn't see like the exact route. It looked like it was a crossing route, almost like a shorter post route, but just a deep crosser.
Okay.
And it was right in stride. Jarvis kind of came from out of the screen from where the camera was. Lighten him up. BJ Goodson.
Okay, BJ. Okay.
How great is it to have him back this week?
Dude, he means so much. Like I was really worried that we weren't going to have like really anyone on this defense. The fact that we got Ronnie Harrison, like I thought that was everything. BJ Goodson is playing out of his mind tonight from everything that I've heard, and then that tackle right there. Like he is a man on a mission right now.
Yeah, so I didn't see a replay on the Jarvis throw.
Okay,
I'm like
I'm sure they'll replay it for sure.
But
this team is hitting hard tonight, and I love this.
I mean, like I said, when you say things, even if people try to come back and say that a player is just mimicking what the coach says about every single team,
right? Nameless, grayless faces, whatever.
When you say anything like that to a professional athlete or any athlete really, but especially 100%. In the professional ranks.
Yeah.
And people are not like those guys are starting to post. They're not saying anything. They're posting with some of the quotes.
It's the Dabo effect, man.
Yeah.
It's the we're gonna rank you 11th because out of respect.
Yes.
Like, okay, screw you.
Let's go.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done right there.
That's making an in-game adjustment right there because their fullback got.
I heard he picked up the first.
Was it Derek Watt? Is that
Derek Watt? Yeah.
So he gets the first down.
He's like the
third and
the
one.
loneliest of the Watt brothers. He's so far down the list.
Looks like coming through Ogunjobi.
Oh my God!
Just eating them up, and Ronnie Harris,
baby. There we go.
Again, one of those guys, false positive. Could not have had him, but it's so. And
you know what? And like obviously, hopefully, they punt here and everything works out here for us. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Everything like that. But how crazy was this week in Browns football? Like we didn't even get to talk. As Donovan Peoples-Jones looks like he's about to make a run for it.
I said we're about to do like play-by-play, color. Maybe we said that you have many favorite words that may come out, so we may have to post not safe for work type thing. Well, and there's so many different things that are going to happen.
I told you I'd do this, Mike. Michael Bohm, producer at ESPN Cleveland, he cuts up all of the game highlights and everything like that for the Browns stuff. And as I was leaving, I was like, we're going to be doing a live reaction show. He's like, man, it's going to be a lot more fun than doing this. I go, hopefully it's, the same for both of us, I told him, he's like, man, I wish we could watch the podcast. I was like, don't worry, I'll give you a shout out right now. And like, Mike, dude, like you are having the time of your life right now. Cutting highlights isn't the funnest thing in the world. You know it. I mean, right now on a game like this, Jim Donovan calling the game, like the greatest thing ever. I know. It really is.
Oh, I can't even imagine how much fun that they're having, and it's just the Browns broadcast inside.
Right. And it's early. Like, let's all, we need to stay positive, but we have to be real. I mean, this is what we do.
That's what Peter and I were talking about, because, and we were mentioning Juju and what he said.
Sure.
He did say the Browns are the Browns, and I said, we're not going to fan scared being up right now. But the reality is, in a situation like this, when you get the early momentum in such a crucial game, you got, and like they've learned throughout the year, and he's even said, he hates it when the Buckeyes do this too, and we talked about that
big
too.
And,
you get a lead, and you get a couple score lead or a few score lead, but you gotta put the foot on the gas pedal until the game dictates you control and slow everything down.
100%. I think this is where it differs. Okay. Whenever Ohio State goes up on in Indiana or a Rutgers or anyone like that, they let loose because it's Indiana, it's Rutgers. This is the Browns versus the Steelers. I know our generation hasn't seen it as like the greatest rivalry ever, but back in the day, this was a great rivalry, and they are trying to bring that back. And the fact of the matter is that Baker, Miles, Chubb, Jarvis, of all people for sure, knows how much this game means to this city. And it is, they're not going to let up. Like, you know it. And like, you just have to keep going because the Steelers are a good team. They're not 12-4 for nothing. They ran off 11 in a row and they've stumbled since then. People, I don't know if people have figured them out or anything like that. They've just gotten a little bit older. It's gotten colder. We've talked about this. Big Ben's elbow. I understand he had nothing to do with the snap over his head, but that's the type of stuff that you got to look out for.
Yeah, and Brown's coming back out. So
by the way, I love their jerseys tonight. The jerseys with the orange pants, it looks fantastic. And then there goes Nick. Yes, baby.
That's exactly what you need to do, especially with Michael Dunn, I believe his name is, filling in at left guard. You
a third string.
You don't replace an All-Pro that Joel Bitonio is, but chemistry along the offensive line as
the whole left side of the line, JC picking up people. Oh,
and
that's
it's done
beautiful.
With a kick out.
Done
block.
with a kick. Yeah.
That's exactly what you want to see. You want to see a guy that hasn't really played at this level, coming off of practice squads, being picked up, waived, all that kind of stuff. You want to see a play like that. You get a pancake block to open up a hole. Then the wheels just start to turn. It's the domino effect. It's the snowball effect. Here goes Chubb again. First down inside the 30.
Hold that ball, baby.
Hold on to that football. And just shy of the 25-yard line of the Steelers.
Players have no idea what just hit them. Like, they are straight up stupefied right now because they have no idea. Look at what my man does right here. It's that pull-out, man. They do it all the time. They just let the guard lead. Boom. Oh, my God, this is beautiful.
I'm loving this right now. And this is kind of what you want to see. And, you wonder, were they playing, he didn't have many carries last week. Were they
possum?
Were they playing possum?
Yep.
That was a dangerous game to play because you had to play yourself in.
But I think Stefanski figured like, hey, we are going up against their second team. It got close, but and I think like the one play that they didn't want to run last week, but they had to, was Maserati. To finish out the game, they had to do something just to finish it. And, like, I think that was the mindset. Because I'm sure they would have much rather used Maserati for this game and won last week by, like, there we go.
Bubble screen. You don't usually see.
Hold on to that ball, baby.
Yeah, they're going to try to strip and strip and strip.
Oh, as they should. Yeah, absolutely. The Steelers, trying to strip and everything. Yeah.
But those are the kind of throws that gets Baker in a rhythm. Peter and I were saying after, when we. Before Jarvis's touchdown,
damn, Higgs is that high?
Yeah,
30th on the PFF ranking.
I guess
out of 131, he's the 30th. Hey, don't get me wrong.
I
we love Higgs. We want him to get the extension, man. Like we want him to make that money.
He's earning it right now. He's earning it this season. Everything that the reason that whatever reason it was that bumbling Freddie Kitchens didn't play him, you're seeing exactly why he should be out there. He's the first receiver that Baker got chemistry with, and he can make big plays for you. So Baker in the back, and that should be a catch by Hollywood.
It is, baby. There it is. And I thought that got tipped at the line.
I did too. But again, it's those little throws because they get the interception and it's in plus territory. So you see a lot of teams as the game, like in the middle of the game when that happens, they're taking a shot.
Right.
Browns try to take a shot and see if he's able to keep that off the ground.
I think so. This is the one.
Yeah. That knows that football.
Yeah, but he turns over with it, and he has both hands. Yeah, run the play.
Yeah, let's see if
Mike Tomlin's terrible at challenges.
Yeah.
So like it actually bodes well for us.
Kareem Hunt now in the game. Oh, tackle, get in that end zone. Push your way in, buddy.
Oh, yes! Whoa!
Let's go.
Look at the push-ups.
Push-ups, baby. He knows what it means. He was saying his family was in tears. Oh my goodness. They want this so bad. They want to,
and you can tell whenever and I'm not saying, once again, the game is not over.
No,
you
it's
have
not.
to play this like your hair is on fire. But you can tell when one team wants to play and one team gives up. And I'm telling you, that play right there, the Steelers did everything possible to stop Kareem Hunt, and he wasn't gonna let it happen. Beautiful play.
And that is the culture. While Kevin Stefanski is not there, that is the culture that he has built and these players have bought into.
Right down the effing middle.
As your third time, it's right down the middle.
There we go. And they were saying he was struggling in pregame. He had missed 4 in pregame.
Well, and they said that last week too.
And he knocked them all right down.
So it's like,
you know what? Get him out of the way.
He's like,
get him out of the way.
Maybe it's a superstition. Like now, after last week, he's like,
you think he's doing it on purpose?
No, it's like
just shake a few and get it out of my system.
Let me get a few of these shanks out of the way. Let me get them
right now, what we are seeing, and like, I'm not going to keep repeating that.
My wife just texted me, "Shut the front door. This is unbelievable."
I got a couple of buddies that are like, let's effing go. Like a couple of people, let's effing go. Mark Rupert, our good friend Mark.
Steelers
he sends the Homer Simpson back it up. This is what we're talking about, though. This is the type of game that proves once again that the offense, not only the offense is Super Bowl caliber, but like when the defense has the playmakers out there, they can play. We've been without our defense, like for most of our defense, for a good portion of the year, and we don't have Denzel out there either right now.
Yeah,
like that's huge.
So I'm just looking at the live streams right now as we're kind of in a commercial break. So we have 14 people on the Big Play Facebook right now and on Twitter. Losing connection. We have 4 people. Don't know how many.
And you know what? Like I was gonna say, like the game's going on. We're not gonna get a lot of viewers for this one, and I'm fine with that because if you're joining us, like you're living in the moment with us.
So a little kind of, commercial break after a scoring play, kind of bring you back in. If you're watching on replay, again, we decided based on schedules to still have a show, to just have some fun and watch because we knew we could still do it safely and everything like that. Watch the game together, react together, just like we did for the draft. Have a live stream like this. If you're watching on replay, I'm sure you're loving it right now.
Yeah. Oh, you're eating it up.
Eating it up. If you're watching
Let's
live,
do a little bit of promo here.
Okay.
Throw up the swag.
That was gonna. Don't worry.
Okay,
that's.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
You already
I saw
know.
the cup. I was like, oh, damn, that looks fly. I like that.
You already know.
I'm placing my order for. I'm gonna be getting a couple of them. So
yeah.
One to our sponsor, to Tyler. I did promise them that.
Okay.
As well. It's Stefanski's imprint. Okay, so real quick here for us. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry. You finish. I overstepped. My bad.
Those watching live, it may not be coming through the mics just yet. I'm trying not to blow out your eardrums if you're you got it turned up a little bit so you can hear it. Maybe you're on one device with the game, one device for this, and you're listening to us. I'm trying not to blow out your eardrums. We are having the time of our lives, but Browns fans, not over, one step at a time, one drive at a time. That's exactly what Kevin Stefanski has done. And to transition it to what they were just talking about coming back from break, as you were kind of alluding to, Kevin Stefanski's imprint, and we were talking about that, kind of mentioning it before we went to break. His imprint is the culture that he has built, that even through adversity, anything that you go through,
right?
If you want it more, if you're the team that says embrace the suck and get through, you may have some rough moments. You may lose momentum at certain points. But if you stick to what you have done the entire time, and each person, whether they are starting or they are on that bench, they are ready to come in and play and follow everything else and bring the energy up. And that is exactly what you are seeing from this team right now. And as they're doing right now, getting that first down completion, they're going to try to start to open this up. So this is where that secondary that has played well to start this game, they're now going to get that test. Can you allow that momentum to build the energy, build that adrenaline to take over?
This is the thing. You are up 3 scores right now. Okay. A lot of time left in the game. You know they can't run the ball. Okay.
Right.
So you have to be able to play the pass. And once again, not our specialty. Not a lot of guys out there. But they do a lot of short dink and dunk routes. And it's key to you have to make those stops.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who just picked up. Was that Claypool that just picked that up?
Yeah.
It was about 7 yards for the pickup there.
And it's going to be these open field tackles.
Right.
Because you've already seen, while they haven't gained a lot of yards.
Holding. Offense, baby. See?
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
It works itself out.
It works itself out. When things are going right, they really start to go right. But again, the Steelers have not gained a lot of yards, but it's the missed tackles that then lead to bigger chunk plays as the game goes on.
Getting pressure in the face of Big Ben is going to be such a huge thing for the rest of this game. Because, once again, if you let Big Ben pick you apart, he's going to throw for 500 on you. We've seen it happen before. There you go, false start, I believe.
No, it looked like it was clean over the middle, overthrowing Juju there.
I think that could have been a false start, but
it looked like it was going to be a false start because I thought, so
it looked like one of our defensive linemen was coming across too. So
that's what I'm saying.
When the play kind of kept going, I thought maybe we'd see flag kind of come up here on the screen. I told people due to NFL contractual obligations and FCC, while we may drop some things, we try not to on this episode. We are still going to adhere to all those protocols. So I haven't even mentioned the network it's on or who's calling the game.
And we probably should. It's on NBC, therefore.
I was doing that just pick that. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Come on, Sheldrick. Get your blockers in front of you.
There you
Across
go,
the
baby.
40, inside the 30, across the 20.
Hold on to that ball.
15, out of bounds, inside the 15-yard line. The Browns are rolling. Let's go.
I have goosebumps right now. This team is playing out of their freaking minds right now. And I'm all here for it.
I'm here for all of it.
We're all here for it.
Let's go score. It's...
You couldn't have asked for a better start to a game. Now, you have to complete everything. And just perfect. It right off the hands.
Tip drill. Guys in the right spot.
Oh, my God.
They've missed some tackles, but for the most part.
Just right off of Deontay's fingertips. Yeah. I mean, you can't count that as a drop. I mean, it's.
Right. It's
high. It's real high. Ben, what are you I told you. What did I tell you? Rusty. Big Ben, he's just not good now because his elbow's messed up and you gave him that week off. He's rusty. It's going to take him a minute he's probably going to heat up in the second half, but geez, man.
So 1st and 10 for the Browns at the Steeler 15-yard line.
By the way,
Chubb with the handoff there, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Probably a 2nd down and 10, may have lost a half a yard there. But go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say, I saw Njoku coming down the line there for him. Njoku in this, Njoku's a big guy anyways.
Yeah.
But he looks straight up like Myles Garrett.
He does.
He looks like Myles Garrett on offense. Now, he looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane sometimes, and that's an issue.
Yeah.
But, you just need to have some things break your way. 2nd and 10 here for us. Baker calling out the offense. Wide open in the middle of the field there for him if someone makes the cut.
And then Chubb on the sideline trying to stay in bounds. Nice throw. Looked like I thought it was going to the inside receiver. He slipped down, but
Chubb's right there.
But that's a good throw to the outside. A good pump by Baker. I was gonna say though, I mean Baker and Ben, they're rhythmic throwers.
Oh, absolutely are. Yeah.
And with that, attempting to take the deep shot to capitalize on that interception, the second turnover.
Yeah.
And now we're up to 3 turnovers for the Steelers already. And those Browns, you know how they play when they get the turnovers. Again, they're going to have to get off the field on third down.
So Hunt's in for this one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be third and
It's
third and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So Baker shotgun, Joku coming across the line.
I guess he stepped out. It looked like he was
I thought he was a lot
tiptoeing.
closer.
Let's see if we can get hat on. Yes, inside again. He's in.
Oh my God!
He's in. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh, what is happening right now? What is going on? What just?
Did we really just put up 27 points in the first 15?
Yep.
In the first 14 minutes, we put up 28
It's
points
still
on the
the first
Steelers.
quarter.
It's the first quarter.
What?
Kareem Hunt with the greatest vision
Wow.
of all time. How he saw that crease, I will never know. I didn't think he was making it to the... Oh, my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my God. Make the kick.
Not down the middle, but it's in.
I love you, Cody Parkey.
I love
Oh, my God.
So how many bookies in Vegas are crapping their pants right now?
Freaking out. Like,
Oh my goodness. 3 turnovers into 21 points. That's, hey, Juju.
F you, Juju.
F Juju. The Browns aren't the Browns because guess what? The Browns of the past get a turnover and score an average of 3 points or less off of turnovers throughout the year. They have 21.
This is redefining the AFC North. And like, don't get me wrong, Baltimore is awesome. Baltimore is like, but Lamar can't throw. Like, it was proven today. Like, dude's a baller, can run all day. I'm not gonna call him a running back or anything like that. But God's honest truth, you need to be able to throw the ball, and you got to have the offense to be around. This is the NFL now. Like 2020, 2021, you have to score points.
Yes.
And like this offense, like, do you remember Colin Cowherd a couple of weeks ago saying like, "Oh, you got to put so much around Baker. You got to do this. You got to do that." Like,
Can't wear your hat back.
Can't wear your hat back. You know what? Good call. Good call. You know what? Yeah.
Well, if you're superstitious or not, I don't know.
I don't care.
Okay.
No,
All right.
we're good. We're good. But I'm telling you right now,
superstitious person, I'm just trying to help you out.
the fact that he came out and said like, "Oh, you got to have so much around Baker, but you can never win with that secondary being as depleted as it is." Screw you, dude.
I know.
The fact that like we have none of our defensive backs out right now, and it's 28-0 with 2 minutes left in the quarter, in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I don't know I don't even know what's happening right now. Like
I
love it.
can't.
I love every minute of it. Like you can do nothing but love every second of it.
This was unexpected.
Like you already have foot to the throat.
Foot to ass.
Yeah.
Like that is what's going on right now.
You saw Baker kind of give the proverbial kick to the ass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But this is unbelievable. And like we've been preaching it for the last couple of weeks. You win by causing turnovers.
Yeah.
This Browns team is 10-0 when they win the turnover battle.
Yeah. I mean, and
you got 3 already tonight and you're up 28-0.
Well, you talked about the Ravens. They got that crucial turnover when it mattered.
Yeah.
How do you not go for it on 4th and 2, by the way?
You know what?
I know we don't want to get into it too much, but
well, no, this is the thing. I didn't get to see the play. So like I was cutting up highlights and or not cutting up highlights, but I was producing for Emmett and all those guys. And I couldn't see what was going on, but they were like, yeah, a lot of people, I can't believe you wouldn't go for that. I saw the stats, like Derrick Henry only had like 40 yards rushing. Yeah. Like it looked a lot like the Tennessee performance that whenever we faced them, only having a couple of yards, but I don't know.
AJ Brown was having his way. Even when he wasn't being thrown to, and you guys were talking that they were at midfield.
Right.
They were, I think, at least inside midfield, if not inside the 45.
Okay. Well, that's That could have been bad.
Yes.
but at the
There's
same
a
time,
flag on the play, so let's see what that is.
Is that holding again? Holding in the,
please God, let it be holding.
see if they're holding in the secondary.
Yeah.
Ineligible
Ineligible man.
downfield.
Ineligible
So
man.
that was supposed to be a screen pass,
Yeah.
and the guys, offensive linemen, they just assume it's going to get out
Well,
of the hands.
you see the people cutting in on it because they know it's a screen. Watch how the defensive line, they like go in and then they go, nope. They back right out. Miles played that perfectly. He went in, backed out, and then just stopped right in front of his face. Perfect play.
So I was actually talking with one of my Steeler friends,
Yeah.
Steeler fan friends, Dave Storr, who I've been around him with soccer, coached his kids, Gabe and Annabella. Shout out Danielle, Dave, AB, Gabe, if you guys are watching.
Taki's hitting this.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah.
you know it's a good day.
But like, we were talking and it's just like, don't know how to feel. Like he didn't even know how to feel because the run game hasn't gotten going, but he knows that our defensive backs were out and they were going to have to step up. I told him that, like they're out and the offense is going to have to step up and score because the Steelers are going to put up points. Right now, they're doing complimentary football that they've talked about all year long and wanting to put together. This is a great time to put together as close to a 60-minute game as possible because they keep talking. They're not satisfied.
No, they're not satisfied, as they shouldn't be satisfied. Eric
And
Ebron hearing footsteps. What's new?
Well, and when you hit the bully first, that's exactly what happens. The bully cowers to the one that wants it more.
Absolutely. And that's all you have to do. Like, once again, they're talking right now. And like, Baker, I get you, brother.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah,
and look at Nick Chubb, just like chilling. Just
not gonna talk.
Nick Chubb's behind the mask, just breathing. Like that's all he's doing.
I don't mean to bring this up, but aren't they all supposed to wear masks on the sideline? Kareem Hunt was not wearing one.
I don't think I don't
okay.
think it's 100% necessary, but
That's a hold.
get to him.
Come on, open field tackle. Come on.
Mac. Or no, that's Phillips, yeah.
Yeah. Got to make that tackle. You got to get around to that because
Got to be a little bit faster.
Yeah, those are the third down plays when you can't get the turnover or the sack.
Yeah, terrible angle.
Yeah, he already had him and he stopped.
Yeah. That was a bad angle. He's a rookie. He's going to learn from plays like that. We talked about this all the time for high school football. Like, hey, he's a sophomore. He'll figure that one out.
I guess we better start looking for Mr. Everything out there.
Mr.
Right?
Everything's going to be coming up here, I'm sure. Ooh, another high snap.
Yeah, Pouncey, rusty too. And see, this is, and you got to make
Sheldon, baby.
I know this is why when they have a run play, whatever you saw on film, you're getting pressure in the backfield. You gotta make it count. Now of course it's second down and 10, so you didn't go anywhere, but you had a chance to get a couple yard loss.
End of the first, baby.
End of the first. Browns up 28-0. I'm gonna go to the comments here. We got people just screaming in the Twitter comments, Facebook.
Mark Rupert goes, blow it up. Steelers, noted huge Steelers fan, blow it up, Pittsburgh. Like,
jeez, get up there. Like,
hey.
oh man, we're gonna have we have some fun with that one. But again, only first quarter, but still up 28-0 already. Got several people watching on Facebook. My sister out in Seattle is loving this.
Oh yeah,
I know she.
My sister Karen, hey, shout out, Karen, love you. Let's go, absolutely.
My sister kind of went at Mark earlier.
Did you? Oh, I did see that. No, so Mark was playing around with that, obviously, but like your sister came out and he was like writing it down. that was priceless.
See, like my sister was always talking about, and Amy, I love you, but I gotta tell this.
Yeah.
She was always, kind of that one that was trying to get out of Ohio and trying to find those opportunities to get out of Ohio. And she found
I was the same way. Yeah.
I mean, you went out to what was it?
San Diego.
San Diego.
Moved out there for a couple of years. Yeah.
And she just fell in love with Seattle. Like she found that kind of home away from home element. But she's always had. She's got the Cleveland in her. She is her fiance, Travis. Shout out to you guys if you guys are watching. Travis, my future brother-in-law, my sister Amy, and to your guys' family out there. Shout out as well to you. But he's Canadian. She's not just gotten like that, like Pacific Northwest accent going. She's got the Canadian.
The A.
Yeah, like she's got a little bit of that, like when she talks. But the blood is Cleveland. Peter, I'm sorry, we haven't let you jump
Hey,
in.
Peter.
I'm good. I'm just enjoying
He's
what
just
I'm
sitting
saying.
back.
So
enjoy.
I want to bring this up right now while commercial break and everything like that, and haven't talked about it. I do want to know, like, is there any way that we might be able to simulcast, like, if we win this game, are we able to do like a split screen with the game as well as like us next week?
Well, the problem is we don't have rights to the game.
But that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
I mean,
that's why
it's one of those gray areas because technically we're doing a reaction to it, but
Yeah.
Right.
it's
Okay, and like,
Yeah.
and that was my only concern. And not
believe me,
even
I wish
concern, but-
I would love to because there's so many people that go out there and they do a reaction video,
Yeah.
and they use that as fair use. But a problem with fair use is fair use isn't like it's not really a rule. It's something like, well, you can use that as a defense when the NFL sues you.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
let's avoid that.
Yeah. So like, I mean, just like when the pay-per-view is going on or anything, and people are trying
Sure.
to they're like Facebook living, and they get taken off. Like they
Sure.
don't last very long. So unless you buy the pay-per-view, the NFL is like,
So,
even though
like-
it's not buying it,
Right.
it's still
Well,
like that.
so, like-
took close to the vest.
So if we were to like, and I'm not saying we're going to do this, like we won't, but like if we were to buy like the NFL Network and the game was on, it was awesome.
Yeah,
False
I
start.
know.
Well, did you see what Ben did with the ball there?
Oh yeah, he
Just
threw
like-
it, spiked it right down. If we were to buy like an NFL Network game, because let's say we bought the game or something,
Yeah.
would you be able to simulcast it then? Because we did buy.
No,
game.
because it's the broadcast rights.
Yeah.
because
okay.
it's
broadcast rights.
yeah. So most of the times when you do that, the licensing says it's for like home. It's for home use only.
Hit him.
So it's the same thing with if you go into like the Winking Lizard, which
Mm.
I'll give them a shout out because maybe they'll hear this and sponsor us because I love their food.
There we go. Winking Lizard.
Winking
What's your
Lizard.
favorite wing sauce?
I'm not a big wing guy. I don't like. I'm not a big
Winking
hot-
Lizard.
I know it's crazy. I love their ribs.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
love the barbecue sauce on the ribs.
Okay.
Man, that's one of my favorite meals. And their 8,000 beers that they have.
That's true. Yeah.
But
He's already
when
getting
they
a live
have
read already. He's
when
got
they-
it.
Yeah, there you go. When they have the games on there, they pay a special commercial license
Okay.
as a bar.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of being like $100 a month for cable,
Sure.
it's it's like a couple $100 a month, for per screen type thing.
Wow,
It's,
okay.
it gets insanely expensive.
So
That is nuts.
Yeah. It's so expensive that they have people that go around and find places that are breaking the law on that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you see like usually in the third quarter Cavs games, like they have like that Iron Eagles reading that. We'll see how this deep pass goes. Oh, read it well. Terrence Mitchell reading that better than
Money Mitch
Deontay.
read that
Yeah.
even better than Deontay.
But like around the third quarter, I think even Major League Baseball does it towards the end of the game. Any copyright
Right.
or like recording or anything like
It's
that.
produced by.
So like the
Yeah.
professional sports organizations, while it's not a pay-per-view,
Mm-hmm.
and if you pay for it, it kind of goes null and
Okay.
void. Like you can't recreate all their stuff. So like that's
Right.
kind of like I was having fun with it, but that's kind of why I not jokingly kind of said I'm not even going to mention the network or who's calling in the game. I'll mention Jimmy D and Doug Deacon, but
Yeah.
everybody in Cleveland knows them, and that's
Right.
that's local stuff. But
No, that makes sense. Okay.
so second down play here. See, they're trying to bring right now. The Browns trying to bring that delayed blitz,
Yeah.
and he's getting it out quick. Ben's gonna get it. He's gonna be able to get it out quick, especially when he gets in that rhythm.
My worst nightmare is playing prevent defense
Right.
because it never works for us.
Right.
Like you have to keep up the pressure, and the guys up front they're doing they're doing everything that they can. But when you only send 4
Yeah,
and nothing else like comes up anywhere near it, it becomes an issue. So like I like how they're pressing up
Yeah.
here right now and
yeah. You don't want to see that real soft zone and then be able to sit in that all
bring
day
it back.
long.
There you go. Hey, he's gonna get forward progress. Whoa, ball's loose.
They probably called forward progress
Yeah.
stopped at that point.
But they keep ripping.
Yeah.
And you have to do that.
But rip and tackle.
Yes.
Don't rip to rip, because that's when the
Yeah.
Browns get themselves in trouble by missing tackles. You
Yep.
gotta rip. Somebody else be ripping. 2 or 3 other guys keep pursuit of the football. Hat on hat, orange helmets, pursuit to the football, and keep after it. Now it looks like they gave them the spot because he wasn't touched, so he kind of ran backwards. Oh, we got a tweet coming in here. Actually, an injury update.
Ooh.
As that was
Almost
poorly
that was
poorly thrown behind. I thought Baker only threw behind guys. I'm sorry, I got it. But linebacker.
Wow,
According to the Browns Twitter, exactly at Browns, injury update: linebacker B.J. Goodson is questionable return due to a shoulder injury.
okay.
So shout out to Jenna Fenstermaker, my girlfriend, coming in here.
Big loss. Thank you. Shout out.
The doctor is gonna come in with the
doctor's
in.
Okay. Well, big loss.
Yeah.
But come on.
And where's he throwing that football?
Telling you, Ducks, man.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's that elbow. I know you guys talked about.
Tomlin's fired up.
Yeah, he is.
You're sending out the kicking unit.
Because
Claiborne, look at him come right off the edge.
Yeah, they're going to need that pressure and not because Ben
Villanueva, geez, God, you are old.
Yeah, he is. He was bad last week too because
he
he was one of their stalwart starters that was there last week. He wasn't anything great.
Watch for the fake on this one.
Yeah, and they're in plus territory, a place where you would do that.
God, another bad snap.
And that one can't be Pouncey, but that one
It
goes
was
out
a
of
bad
bounds.
punt.
Yeah. Let's see the referee marking it off up the sideline. The Steelers players looking for it to be.
Okay.
What kind of jog was that?
So did you see what's his name? Joey Molinari or whatever, the Steelers fan?
Mm-hmm.
So he did one of those. It was the ref, marking the out of bounds. He just starts walking like that, but you see like all these different screens. He's like walking through casinos, walking through like gorges and everything like that. And then you see him like mark the ball at like the 25-yard line.
Well, he had one of his funniest ones recently. It was since Nickelodeon was doing a game today. Like
we need to talk about.
I know
that.
we will,
Yeah.
but Chris Collinsworth. It was Chris Collinsworth, him imitating him, and Patrick Starr. The Patrick Starr was
it on point?
Yeah, because they're saying his mic is hot because Patrick Starr's not talking. He goes, "Oh, mic is hot. Oh, my hands are burning." Love
That's
it,
funny.
Joey.
That's
I know
good.
that. I know you're a Steelers fan, but we love you on the show. We love all your impressions.
We love you right now, especially 28-0.
Yeah, we'll give you crap for that. And speaking of 28-0,
Yes.
the 28 points, according to Brown's Twitter again, and the 28 points scored in the first quarter is the most by any team in NFL playoff history.
Not a bad start.
Not a bad start. Browns taking care of business early, being the team that wants to win it, and making not just team history, NFL history. Gotta love it. While we do have a commercial break, though, I'd love to take an opportunity to remind you that you guys can head over to voiceofland.com. I am drinking out of one of our new features there from our shop, a nice, pristine mug with all of our mugs on them. If you don't like looking at our
for a mug.
Mug on mug here. If you don't like to look at our faces, we do have an option, mug without a mug. Thanks to Peter for coming up with that tagline there. But head on over to voiceofland.com //shop. I don't know.
//
shop.
There's a link right on the homepage.
There's a link on the homepage, and we tweet it out all the time. You can also get T-shirts, long sleeve shirts, other stuff still coming. But I know that speaking of my girlfriend, she did a great job of promoting and drinking some tea out of one of these earlier today. Got a lot of family members saying that they would like, and friends saying, "I'd like a mug." Well, you know what you can do? Head on over to voiceofland.com and get your mug because we're not buying it for you.
Right. That's true.
Family and friends, I love you all, but help us out, or if you like what you're seeing, cheers, Browns fans. Cheers.
I just this is unbelievable.
I know. I know, and like you said, we will talk about that. Coming up, and we still got 12 minutes left here in the half. Coming up in probably one of these breaks, we'll talk about that Nickelodeon game. But Browns with the ball, deepest possession. They got to start. They got to try to go 90 yards to score here, and handoff to Chubb met right in the hole on that one. So, with this field position, this is where,
It can be a dangerous situation.
this could be a big backbreaker for that Steelers defense because they're going to want to get after it, try to get field position or something
Sure.
big here in short yardage territory to get their offense back on the field. You can try to start to put a drive together here, then you'll really see the metal of.
Now, it is way too early to start, eating clock is
No,
what
that's what I'm saying. Like,
right. You have to play like it is 0-0.
Yeah. And I mean that opening run play. I mean, you see that all the time. Try to get some extra yards.
Well, see, Higgs, plays that need to be made that aren't happening right now. And it's easy to say up 28-0, but
Let's see his feet.
were
They may
they
have
looking
saw
at his
something.
feet or something? Or?
Yeah.
No, I think they're saying that it's
So what I'm sure
good feet.
What I'm sure the broadcast is talking about, because they did this the last time that the Browns were on this network, is usually a quarterback's plant foot, that front foot kind of turns faces the target. His does not open like that, and that's what they talked about the last time. Going deep here, see if they can get that one.
No flag. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Good defense.
Good defense there. Good defense. I mean, not looking for the football, but no contact there. He's looking at the eyes of the wide receiver.
Right.
If you're not going to turn around as a defensive back, which is a dangerous game to play, by the way.
Yeah.
Dangerous game to play, but he does look back right away and looking at the eyes of Higgins to kind of know when that ball is coming to make the play at the right time.
And once again, very good defense there for him. Yeah, a little push off, but I mean, it's obviously you're not going to call that at any point in the in the game. So
big one here for
there you go, big kick.
Looked a little short. Fair catch there though at the Steeler 46. So that's where Steelers will take over. 11:20 left in this quarter. A quick 3-and-out for the Browns. What the Steelers defense wanted there. Higgins got to make that play a little off to the side there, and then the third one. I mean, Higgins got a step, but it's a good play. I mean, you got to tip your hat to the defense there. We're realistic here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still hate the Steelers, by the way. Everybody loved that when we said that last week.
Oh yeah,
but still hate the Steelers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and once again, it's one of these moments. Now we were waiting for the game to start, and now we're waiting for the game to end, and and that is a weird feeling because we just. Hey, this is the playoffs. We haven't been here in 18 years. 18 years. Like it's unreal.
Makes me think of a song.
18 years? What?
Yeah. 18 wasn't that one of Kanye's songs? 18 years, 18 years.
Okay.
Found out it had a kid and found out it
Oh,
wasn't.
the Gold Digger song.
Yeah,
right.
Gold Digger. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 18 years. 18. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, we're good. But this is one of those moments. It's a rare moment.
Yeah.
Like being up as much as we are right now, like you guys said, it's never happened before in the NFL playoffs. 28-0 in the first quarter. So is that any quarter or just the first quarter? Were we sure of that?
It's any team. I think it says in the opening quarter, but we'll double check there
because I'm sure there's been other times where they've scored and in the first quarter. Okay.
Yeah, first
quarter. I was
going to
say a lot of points.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I mean, remember Houston got up. What was it, 24-0 or 24-7, something like that, early on Kansas City, and then Kansas City came back
24-3.
24-3, and then Kansas City rattled off I don't even know how many points, but they still kicked Houston's ass. They went past 24 and beyond.
Well, I think they scored 50 or 52 in that game. Something ridiculous.
And it happened quick.
Yeah.
So
whenever you have Patrick Mahomes, that'll happen. Don't get me wrong, Ben. I don't think Ben's like that now, but I mean, back in the day, that was the same sort of mindset. Ben's down by 20. It's like, okay, well, they still got it. It could still happen. This right now, though, is just nuts.
Yeah.
I never in a million years thought that this would be happening right now.
I didn't either. And I mean, and you can't expect, the offense, especially in that kind of territory, you want to see some of those big plays completed to keep going after it. They're not going to Steelers have a really good defense. Let's be honest, everybody.
Well, and let's be honest about this. The Steelers are going to score.
They're going to score.
This isn't going to be a shutout.
Right. But this is kind of one of those cases where, the offense and defense have been playing so well.
Yeah.
Offenses, kind of led games. Defenses led games at times. Offense not able to get a drive together. Now, Browns, can you stand up and get your offense right back on the field so that they're not satisfied. They want to get back out there and show that it's different. Can you get a stop here quickly, even though Steelers are in probably their best starting field position of the game?
Easily. Yeah.
I'm only speculating there, but around their best starting field position, they're going to try to attack quick. They're already kind of in their 2-minute offense.
Right.
Until they can come back. You want to try to
and that's such a good interior defensive move right there. Just hold up the line, find out exactly where the ball is, and attack.
Yeah.
And attack hard. And they're doing it right now. This interior defensive line for the Browns right now are playing their asses off right now, and I love it.
Yeah. So, and some people that are watching right now, again, we may be behind, so if we react after you've already reacted, hey, then we're all having fun with it. Sometimes, as Peter kind of described, YouTube TV and this particular style of TV
blitz right up the middle
tends to buffer a little bit. So 3rd and 2 from the Browns 46.
Backed up.
Trying to tip ball. Get that, Porter. Diving interception. Let's go. Tip and pick. Let's go.
Wow.
By the way, Mark, you'll know this. I call Porter Gustin White Hulk. So so White Hulk just picked you off.
White Hulk without the smash till now.
Wow.
Because Porter was one of those guys that was kind of being talked. It wasn't Porter Gustin. It was 96. I'm not sure that was, but that is heck of athleticism.
Yeah,
Gustin caught it, but he didn't tip it.
It was 96 who tipped it. Taylor, not sure his. That's one of those defensive linemen they've kind of had to bring in with some of these injuries and depth. But up 28-0. 4 turnovers, 3 of which Ben has been picked off, and tip drill is on point. Were the extra sessions on Friday's practice tip drill?
They must have been.
They had to have been.
They must have been, because they are loving it. 20 passes bad at the line of scrimmage, most in the NFL this season and a career high. So a guy that's tall had the most batted passes there, and Nick Chubb bouncing outside. First down and more inside Pittsburgh territory, just shy of their 40-yard line.
So
this offense churning.
Once again, this is inside information here for us. So I got I said White Hulk and everything. Yeah. And Tyler and Mark, they both said White Hulk.
I'm sure those text streams are going
nuts
right now.
These texts are not made for television.
I should be doing a better job of that.
But you know what? So the moment Miles went out, weeks back, I told Mark, don't worry, White Hulk will step up.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, White Hulk will. I found a picture of Porter Gustin at USC's Pro Day there for us. So that's
oh my gosh, yeah, that's really
So if you see him and
if
now
not
mind
Hulk,
you,
that's Thor at least.
Now mind you, I saved it on my phone, so it might make me look a little weird. But I keep sending.
Is it your background?
See,
no, he's not my background.
See,
Nick Chubb is my background. So
see, I'm loving this Browns game so much. I didn't even think about that. You just brought yourself on that one.
Oh, absolutely, burned myself on that one. But no, I sent that to. I'll send that forever.
That's not what you want to see.
Conklin, yeah. Well.
Yeah,
he's walking off.
Yeah,
let's go.
we're gonna be our CBC TV play-by-play and color guys right now. We're not gonna speculate on injuries right now. We may get some doctor analysis here in just a moment. Oh, okay, never mind then. She missed it. But I mean, you're mentioning your text. Like I said, I should be looking at this better. So. Jared from Illegal Hand to the Face, big man.
Yeah,
he's saying, can you please call in? Sorry, we don't have.
You know what? We're gonna need to figure that out.
Yeah,
and obviously, we got plenty of time till the Super Bowl.
We'll watch this play here. I got a funny text from my dad as there's probably gonna be a hold there. Baker just trying to save anything he's got, but there's gonna be a hold in the backfield. But again, you don't want to take the sack and or
it's understandable.
Yeah. But that's what Baker was able to do last week, was able to get out of the pocket. Just those guys are, you got TJ Watt, you got Cam Hayward back in there. Kendall Lamb just came in for Conklin.
He's had a rough couple of weeks.
He has, and
Yeah,
you got Watt going against you.
You got TJ Watt. You have the defensive player of the year going up against you.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah, he's buying before you get.
Thank God he didn't hit Baker in the knee.
Yeah.
Like that's what you're hoping for.
Conklin looking like he's going into the locker room to be evaluated here. So
halfway through the second, so like that makes sense. Be safe. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can come out for the for the second half there for us, but you don't want to speculate.
No.
But we just did.
Yeah. I mean, and this is kind of the offensive line that we thought we may get. Oh, Hooper, you got to make that catch.
2nd and 21. Hooper should have made the catch right on the 17-18. So that sucked. That's a rough one. Now you're going to do the prototypical draw play and get 6 yards. And
I want to see the replay. Is it behind him?
It looked. No, it's right there. That's a
hands.
Perfect throw.
You got to make that catch.
He heard footsteps somehow.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, that's right between the numbers.
Yeah, no, that's inexcusable. That's an inexcusable one.
So I
look for the Kareem.
I can see a draw play right here.
I love how we just get real silent. Now you're in no man's land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where if you want to go for the kill, and I think they might go for the kill.
I mean, your defense playing well.
Defense is playing well. I mean, you're getting good. You're getting off good throws.
And you're up 28-0. You don't want to give them any sort of.
I agree.
Momentum, but
I like this play.
This is a good call, a call that I think any coach
4th and 8
would make here. May try to hard count him here too to try to get some extra yards.
Sure.
So 4th and 8, halfway through the second quarter. Baker in the shotgun.
They're just gonna go for them.
They're just gonna let that clock run out. Maybe taking a timeout, or are they just letting the?
I think they're gonna punt,
Yeah,
which is what, like looking at it, it's all about field position. If we can get the ball. What just happened? Okay,
timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, they took that
if
timeout.
If we can get the ball like coffin corner them, that would be epic.
So Prefer's acting as a head coach now, which I love that they talked about this in the offseason, around training camp and stuff, that they already had that in place. Yeah, the Browns are hitting. The Browns are hitting.
This offensive line, and Pro Football Focus has them ranked as, I believe, a top 3 offensive line in the league. And I mean, they are playing out of their minds right now.
And Kendall Lamb is going to have to kind of pick it up with Conklin going to the locker room.
The last play wasn't bad.
No.
Yeah, he went man-to-man with TJ on that, and he held his ground. So, that's all you can ask for.
And after the holding call, that's a deep route to the tight end that's going to take a little bit of time. So good pass protection there. You got to make that catch. But I think the Browns were just trying to get them to come off sides. And if it would have been 4th and 3, I think they'd go for it. Otherwise, you just try to hem them in here, try to call the corner. But
that's perfect.
That's perfect. So that, they got a long field ahead of them, and a drive that they got to put together. Keep everything in front of you. You want them, if they are going to score, you want them to be the ones taking the time off the clock. On offense, you got to keep pedal to the metal. You can't play prevent defense, but if they're going to find a way to score, break through, you want them to go on a long drive and
absolutely
like that.
Now, just get this all figured out here for us. Are you, because I'm here until halftime. Do you guys want to keep going? You got more than welcome to.
Well, we have a young we have a student in the ranks here behind the scenes, Peter's son Jacob, who does need to get to bed
at some point. Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
We also have a physical therapist who needs to get to bed with a long drive to work and a long day ahead of her as well. With the Buckeyes still playing tomorrow night too.
Yeah,
that's going to be a long night too.
I would love to keep this going because now superstitions are starting to
understandable. But as long as you hear the soothing sounds of Jim Donovan, I think you'll be okay.
I'll be okay. Yes. Yeah. And get home. I don't actually, to be honest, with the superstitions, I actually don't wear Browns gear at home, and I was considering not wearing any to this, but I thought of this as actually going to a game. Yeah. Coming on air and thinking about it that way.
Yeah.
I've worn like Cavs shirts or just random stuff throughout the year when they've won. When I've tried to really start to put the Browns gear on during the game before we get to the show, I know. Trust me, I get it. If you're not superstitious, even if you're not a little stitious.
We'll get a shot of that. We'll get a shot of that shirt too there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. GVR.
Oh, yeah.
GVR
Nice.
were loving it. We both got them on. We ordered them as soon as the game ended after my crying session with my sister. But you know, I get it if you're not superstitious. I am. I know I'm not in the game. Feel like it, especially after Browns games. Most of the time, you feel exhausted and
Sure.
worn out, like you've been a part of it. But I mean, yeah, we'll probably end it at halftime, like we said we would, just for.
And that's completely fair. So now next week, once again, I keep saying this because I don't want to say anything that I might regret.
Yeah.
If we win this game, there's a possibility. So Emmett, for ESPN
Yeah,
Cleveland.
we talked about that.
Did
yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He ain't doing that. I'm not.
so Emmett will not. He's already said that he will not do it. However,
Will Good Karma Brands do that again?
I don't. This is the thing. Matt Fontana was like, no, hell no, I won't do that. But then at one point, oh my God.
Well, BJ Goodson's back.
He's okay. That shoulder looks mighty fine. But Matt Fontana said that. He was like, you know what? Screw it. If we win, we'll do it again. Matt, good luck.
I'm sure Matt Fishman heard that. The content director.
Matt Fishman
I'm sure
heard
Sam
that.
Pines.
Absolutely. They all heard it.
Knowing
Yeah.
a lot of those guys around there and gals around there do a great job. They heard that and they're going to use that.
Oh!
Hit him. Knock him down.
Oh, there's 5. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't wish injury upon anyone,
Right.
but Juju deserves to get hit as hard as humanly possible tonight.
Just walk over and let him know you're there.
And he's trying to chirp, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't sound the same when you're down 28. It just doesn't. And I understand, and like this is going back to a previous game here for us, but I understand the they stopped him on 3rd and 1. I understand that
they gave him
they gave
the
him favorable
generous
spots.
that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand that the Tennessee Titans were disrespectful to the Ravens today, but did you like what the Ravens did after the game was completely ridiculous. And like I get it, there's bad blood between the teams, especially that's a stick. Between the teams there, but like once again, one wrong doesn't make the other one wrong. Or whatever.
One wrong, like one being right or wrong. If you
Yeah.
think one's right, you can't make the other one wrong, or vice
Right.
versa. It's and even the juju thing, dancing on people's stuff
Yeah.
before. Like, I get it if you're all for the retaliation and stuff.
Sure.
Guess what? The Ravens are an established organization.
Absolutely.
I'm of the belief. Act like you've been there before.
Agreed.
That's how you send the biggest message.
Agreed.
Act like you've been there before. The Browns haven't. So
Let us get a little wild.
Yeah, I might be in favor. I might be hypocritical.
Right.
But, we do have an update coming in here. I know Browns Twitter has been on fire, and they've got updates on the injury here as Steelers with a first down near midfield.
5 minutes left.
5 minutes ticking clock, and this is what you said. You want to, make them work for it. Make them work.
That's
for
right,
it.
yeah.
I don't want to see.
Don't give them anything easy.
Don't give them anything easy. I don't want to see them score, but if they're going to, and the Steelers can score, you're going to, you got to make them work. But injury update: Jack Conklin questionable return with a hamstring injury.
That's
That's
rough.
tough.
Yeah.
That's tough, especially for an offensive lineman.
They're probably just gonna roll with Kendall Lamb. I'd assume as like the go around there for him. James Washington, yeah, okay, cool. He caught a 25-yard, 30-yard bomb, cool. But
yeah, I think that's is that
it was
is that MJ
Harrison
Stewart?
and
Is that Stewart 34?
that's was it Patterson or God, what's his name?
I remember trying to see name on the back of the jersey, but I cannot through the TV screen here. Let's see if they as they come to the. I don't know. They come out of the.
That's fine.
So Steelers with their
26-yard line.
yeah, they're the Browns 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Ben with the snap, dropping back, getting pressure. Just still haven't been able to get to him yet. That's the only thing they haven't been able to do.
Game tackle. There you go, BJ. Get up. Don't say anything.
Yeah, don't give him
A
any
little
juice.
buffer action right now.
Yep.
There you go. Shut your mouth.
So we have whatever you have on your TVs is whatever. We're at 3:52 to go in the second quarter. Browns still up 28-0.
Look at Miles dipping. Whoop.
Trying to
Right
get there,
there.
trying to strip.
Had Ben waited that extra second, which great quarterback move, obviously, just waiting for it. But had he gone up a little bit sooner, Miles would have had that first strip.
It's kind of like the rebounder mentality. Keep it high. You don't. As soon as a rebounder brings that ball down, a big man brings that ball down, it's getting stripped out of his hands.
Yeah.
And quarterbacks, when they bring it down, they got that big windup. That's when guys like Myles Garrett will capitalize and feast all day long.
Absolutely. So right now they are down to, I want to say like the 15-yard line. It's close down there, but he's turning up.
So they're trying to they're really going deep on the footwork.
They really are, yeah.
I think they thought maybe they needed some extra stuff tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. There you go. Wrap up.
Yeah.
Just hold him. Whoa!
No, down.
God,
either down
every
the ground-
time.
I know.
Like all I want to see, I just want to see a rip.
Yeah.
Just one more rip. Come on, baby.
But again, that's when I'm okay with the rip because you're getting the guy to the ground. He doesn't have that
100%.
Doesn't have anywhere for any sort of athletic balance to keep going. Then you can rip with the football.
Right.
Play the whistle. Try not to go beyond, but you're ripping and the whistle happens. Like
it happens.
You're not
right.
You're not going to stop that. So 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line. Eric Ebron.
Okay, there you go. So they're probably going to take this to the 2 minutes. So
Third down and
they're
one.
trying to set up.
Yeah. So 2:05 left.
They're going to try and get a quick play off.
They are. Get it off. Try to fade route them.
Okay, smart. There you go. Good job. Good job.
So 4th and 1 coming out of this 2-minute warning, and it is a 4th and a yard. So
they can't run, and I know it's
Yeah.
a yard, but you beef up that middle. So you got to play press coverage and don't do anything stupid.
And there's plenty of film that they should have looked at in these situational, because they talk
course.
about situational football all the time. What plays do you think that they have in their playbook what's your best defense against that?
Well, I mean, I think you
Right.
just saw it. I think you just saw that their best play right there. Because what they're looking to do right there is, I think they still had 2 timeouts or 3 timeouts still.
I think the Steelers still have all 3. I haven't seen them take one, but I could be wrong.
So in that sort of situation, they were trying to get the score, get a 2-minute warning, then try and do a 3 and out with the Browns, hopefully get the ball back, and then score another 14 or another touchdown or at least field goal and get it within, I believe, 3 scores at that point in time. Very tough to do. Not very many teams can do it, but Big Ben has done it a billion times to us before. So it is something to be said that if we can hold them here and keep them without going into the end zone, that would be huge.
Huge. And those that are
and we get the ball at half.
Yes. That's where that balance, that argument of, if you win the toss or which way do you pick? Who won? Do you know who won the toss?
I think the Browns won the toss and deferred. I think that's what happened. And you typically see that because the mindset or the thought of it is that you get the double dip.
Yeah.
For a lot of teams, you can sort of gain control how the second quarter sort of plays out. That way, if they score, you can score, and then you get the ball back. I don't see it if we stop them here. You're down at the 3-yard line. Just sort of run it out. Just get a first down, get out of there without any sort of harm to your offense. So.
Yeah. So while we are in this 2-minute warning, if you guys have already come out of it, whatever, whoever's watching live, or if you are watching this on replay going all the way through, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We want to say, of course, thank our sponsors again. Of course, thank Dave from Big Play, as we are part of the Big Play family and network, and LPV Productions as well for helping us get this show going and getting on camera and now getting live. But this 2-minute warning, we can also say we'll say it, sponsored by DP Construction LLC. I mentioned them one time already, but we're going to get them out there again. Who's ever watching, their phone number is 330-217-4999. That is 330-217-4999. Reach out to them for all your concrete construction needs. We mention them all the time. Tyler LaFrada, behind the scenes getting everything going, and he'll send Uncle Steve out to do the great work. They are Browns fans. I'm sure they're going crazy just like we are. I'm sure Paulus is getting a bunch of tweets from Tyler. And again, wanted to shout out him for his kind words on Twitter to myself yesterday, and of course in awe of what our mentor Emmett Golden did, of course, as well. Hit him up on Facebook at DP Construction LLC for all the beautiful pictures of the work they've done. Get a quote there, or reach out to Tyler LaFrada by email, tylerlafrada@gmail.com.
Okay, here we go. Fourth down here for us.
So 4th and 1.
Oh, the
botched
fumble.
snap.
Yeah, they got it. They stopped him.
Extra efforts. We'll see where they spot this football.
We got one.
Looking at the 2 feet here.
I think they're going to push him back. I don't think he got that.
Yeah, and then it's in these instances like how.
That's a bogus.
That's a terrible spot.
Now that is something. It is under 2 minutes here
So
for
the
us, so
booth
it
is
does
gonna
have to
be
go
called
do a
down.
booth review. Maybe.
But if they can call down fast enough, Steelers are smart about this. They know that it's going to be talked about, and Connor able to walk in.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that should have been reviewed.
That was terrible.
And you can't do it other than wasting a timeout and forcing the officials to do something like that. I think that's ridiculous. It is only 7 points.
Right.
Okay. You are still up 3 scores here for us. I think bad snap. Jeez.
So it's like forward progress stop right there, and then
he gets lost in the shuffle.
Yeah. That's one that I don't think you're gonna win anyways.
Right. And you have they have 1 timeout left, so it is what it is. You have an opportunity to get another score here, though, and once again, double dip.
Yeah.
This is why you decline, or I'm sorry, this is why you defer, till to the second half, because you have 1:44 now. Don't do anything stupid. Like it would be a killer if if Baker or someone threw a turnover,
right?
Or did something turnover wise. But if you can just finish out this half, get the ball at halftime again. Yeah, even if you don't get points here, just don't let them get points.
Right.
That would be huge.
Right. I think I could see them going with a run play to start, and depending on kind of the way it goes, then that determining the pathway that they want to lead. I know you got two timeouts. Everybody probably wants them to be aggressive and go after it, but you also don't want to put them on a short field, have any sort of turnover. So you want to, again, too early to control clock, but situational football here for the half, since you already get the ball, you want to make sure that you are the last one to touch the ball this half, first one to touch it next half.
100%. Yeah.
So, but
and they've discussed this the entire week. Hey, if we're up and we get the ball and we're going into half, this is what we got to do. Like they already have their 2-minute offense all worked up, so that's good.
And is that Jake Elliott?
I believe that's his name. Yeah.
Yeah. The 3rd round defensive tackle pick out of Missouri, I believe. He is walking off as well. So this is going to be returnable. Dearness Johnson has been he's
huge.
He's been huge. Especially with the kickers deciding to go with that short, so they can't. Unlike college, you can't inside the 20 or inside the 10. You can fair catch even that one. This is the play where Conklin got hurt there. Looks
eased up on it. Yeah.
Knee.
He non-contact. Those are the worst ones. It's unfortunate, but you gotta fight through some stuff right now. Hamstring though, that's hamstring. I mean, you're up, you're down, you're up, you're down. You got to push, you got to pull, you got to do everything like that. So it is very tough. But Kendall Lamb, once again, 6th season, 27 starts, out of 74 games there for us. So caught a touchdown.
Yeah, he did. Big man touchdown. You always love to see that. So so this is kind of what we thought. Run play.
Just push them. Oh, don't do anything stupid.
A few yards there, so probably gonna. Now the Steelers do have all 3 timeouts, so they're gonna try to get this ball back right now. They're gonna use their timeout. So a first down here would be crucial.
That would cinch it up there for you. That way you can go into half at that point in time. But if you get a first down and then some a couple extra yards, you're looking at a possible field goal.
So then you start to get in that 2 minute. And that's what Baker. They got Baker back to what he does best
Right.
with the rollouts and stuff to get his confidence back. Well, what else did he do at Oklahoma? It's that up tempo offense.
I didn't notice that Baker's the captain.
He has a captain.
Yeah, he is a captain.
I read it on the through the Browns app when they gave the update on the inactives that the captain was Myles Garrett. So
He has a C.
yeah, we haven't seen those patches all
No,
year.
you haven't. Okay, Higgins is blowing his opportunity right now to make that money. No, you can't have drops.
No.
Like I don't understand. Higgins has been red carpet all year.
Yeah, I mean, can you? I know people will break it down from the Baker angle if they want to stick to the Baker angle that he's throwing too far away. But those are those out routes that
I was going to say it's a sideline throw. You have to.
you see elite quarterbacks make those throws, and yeah, it's not right on the money, but receivers make those plays. You're going to win a game, you got to make those plays on the sideline.
Yeah, 100%. There you
Getting
go, Bake.
flushed. He's got a lane. Get there. Let's see where they
pushed
spot
for it.
this football. Oh my! That is.
They're going to give it to him. Yep, give
Yeah.
it to him. Push it.
Yeah.
There you go. Good job, Bake.
All
Bake.
right, so we get a spot too. All right. So we're
Well, he had. I mean, he pushed there. Yeah, he had that.
yeah.
Oh,
he's
easy.
across.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ball is across.
He took a
and
hit too. That is,
Yeah.
you don't
He
want to
is-
see that, but I mean, it's
even when the knee's down, that ball is already
Yeah.
across
Bake's a tough
there.
dude.
He is.
He is a tough dude.
And,
They're talking about it. They're
Yeah.
just trying to figure it out. Like if they go to the replay, which they should have done on that, fourth down play, right. So yeah, I think they're going to be taking a look at it here, which okay, cool, because I think you got it.
Are they? Yeah, are they taking a look? This is gonna be.
It's I think that's just what they're going to do. Oh, they added time to the clock there for him. I think they said that they
'cause he went
pushed
out of
him
bounds.
out.
Yes, he went out of bounds and he's going forward. The thing is, when you go out of bounds, you're going backwards or you stay in the field play. That's the two times that they're going to give that run the clock. So, so now you're close to midfield. Now you start to get in your 2-minute offense.
Mm-hmm.
Dump off to Chubb. Yeah,
Smart move.
smart
Okay.
move. Yeah, I mean, get out of bounds. You stop.
Nice
the clock
simple
still.
plays.
Yep. You know, again, they're gonna be teeing off like now. That front is gonna be pinning their backs for a different reason,
Right.
To get their team back in it as quickly as possible. You're gonna need some of those quick throws like you had early on in the game. It's just been mind blowing this first
Right.
half, and Browns haven't scored this quarter, but I don't even feel like our offense has been on the field that much.
It really hasn't been. I mean, you've had short fields, you've
Yeah.
had turnovers that have, led to touchdowns there for him. So you really haven't had the ball that long.
Mm-hmm. Good
See,
dump off.
smart
Smart
plays.
And then he just go out get a few extra
Okay,
yards.
okay.
Out of bounds. I was like,
I love Nick
I
Chubb
do.
so
I do
much.
too.
He is one of the smartest players out on the field. You remember whenever he ran out of bounds to stop the clock,
Yeah.
but they had wrapped up the game and everything like that. Everyone gave him crap because he didn't go in for the touchdown. He just pulled the okey doke on the Steelers defense right here
Yeah.
because they were like, oh, he's going to run out of bounds. He got an
Yeah.
extra 7. It's perfect. Look at
yeah,
that.
smart move. And yeah, I mean, when he ran out of bounds to end that game before, instead of getting a touchdown, all the fantasy owners were upset. I said,
freaking out,
I said,
yeah.
I don't care if I lose. I will gladly wear the dress for being the last place in our fantasy league because the Browns are good. I don't care.
Okay, Hoop. There you go. That was a tough catch.
Yeah, so now let's start making these catches when we're actually open.
Right.
Don't be Njoku.
Why? What? That was a death stare.
We only need one.
Yeah, that was the death stare. Okay, so you got 2 timeouts, 49 seconds.
Yeah, you can still run the ball here. Nice.
Yes, you can.
Hold
Kareem
on
Hunt.
to
There
that
you
ball.
go, baby.
Let's go.
Timeout.
Yep, that's smart.
Smart move.
Smart. So now you have one timeout just outside the 10-yard line. You're inside the red zone.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
Is Kevin Stefanski calling plays right now?
I don't know.
Like, is he calling from Bubble Boy?
I don't know.
Okay. Because if not, Alex Van Pelt is wrapping up a head coaching position right now.
We spoke about Patrick Star earlier because of the Nickelodeon connection. Someone had a picture of, well, if we're going to start playing games on Nickelodeon, someone tweeted, I found a way for Kevin Stefanski to be there. And it was just like it was a Patrick Star
Right.
costume.
someone would be able to tell with the gray coming out of the,
Well, it was like a full thing.
Oh, it was a
right?
full
Yeah,
thing.
full
Oh, okay.
thing,
Yeah.
So,
Why not?
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like one of those things where the head's popping through.
Right.
So 1st and 10, Steelers 12-yard line, 42 seconds. Baker making a change to the line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Drops back, looking right. Quick throw to
Tough
Hooper.
catch.
And just getting a couple yards there. Quickly up to the line. Did they call their last timeout there?
No, you saved that.
Yeah, they should have saved that timeout there.
No, they called it.
They called it. That's
did.
surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at this. You have one play. If you're inbounds, then you're probably going to spike it and then just send it out. Send out the field goal unit at that point in time. If you can't get the first
Right.
down.
If you can't get the first down, but I would love to see a touchdown here.
Obviously, yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
That would be, a huge play, a huge key.
And
going
honestly,
in that second half.
if it's wide open up the middle, Baker, run for it.
Yeah.
Run for it. I mean, you're on the 7-yard line, 6-yard line.
He has seen the field so well
Yes.
lately, and he's running when he needs to. Oh, I thought they were
I
circling
was
the defender. That's buffering.
Buffering at the wrong time.
Fade route. Yes, let's go! Hoop! That is.
Man.
Oh, my goodness! 2 touchdown runs from Kareem Hunt. 2 touchdown passes from Baker.
AVP. Baker just went up to him, gave him the belly. Gave him the belly.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what they do. They do some like smelling salt thing, but like
Don't do that.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Hey man.
You know what though? Perfect.
Yeah.
This is why Baker Mayfield is a franchise quarterback.
Yes.
And without a doubt, 35 to 7.
Never trust a kicker.
Never. Paul Osmato, never trust a kicker. Baker, God bless you, man. I am going to. We're gonna name our kid Baker. Whenever
Is she on board with that?
Hell no.
Okay.
I will make sure though, whenever, I'll be like, oh, look at little Baker. And she'll be like, no, it's whatever we come
Babe?
up with.
Baker?
There you
What? Oh yeah, that's right. We already talked about. We've already had baby names together. We've already had these
Middle
conversations.
What is it?
Lincoln.
that was our name.
Really?
Lincoln.
Swear to
Hey,
God.
man, hey,
Well done. Hey,
Well done.
hey,
that's
Nice.
that's a not
okay, girl name.
Leela.
Oh, okay.
What were you-
We have a couple.
Okay.
We have Lincoln.
Okay.
We have Lily.
Oh.
So I was
Close, yeah.
I heard. I was like, oh.
There's still a similar
Lily,
page there.
We have another girl name just in case because I know I'll probably have whenever we have kids, it'll probably
Yeah.
be 6 girls, whatever.
Right.
So we're preparing. Zoe. Zoe's our
Okay.
other girl name. I love the name Zoe.
That's-
And then the other boy's name would be. Been going back and forth with it. I've always loved Michael. It's my dad's name.
Okay. Yeah.
But then again, I love my buddy Tyler. Yeah. I wouldn't be naming him after Tyler, but I do have Logan Tyler.
Okay.
And I have a buddy named
Logan. Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say you have a
yeah.
buddy named Logan and a buddy named Tyler.
Yeah.
What we got here? So our baby names actually are that we've actually talked about.
Oh, you got them all written down. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Yeah. So because she has there's a way to use a ring and test to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So baby names Lincoln,
Okay.
Leela,
Okay.
Jameson,
Ooh.
JC, and Sawyer. If we had a
JC, JC short for something or just JC?
JC like as a girl like JAYCIE.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, illegal motion. On
Yeah.
that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
28 seconds.
Yeah.
So how many kids did it say that you're supposed to have?
5.
5. Okay. So I did that test years ago. My sister was like, "Oh, hey, I got this necklace. You want to do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Why not?"
Yeah.
And it said that I had a half. And I was like, I don't know what that means.
half?
A half.
Uh-huh.
So that was always funny. But whenever I met Kelly, we did the test and it said that I had I think it said that I had 5 kids and they were supposed to be 3 boys and 2 girls.
Yeah.
Or 4 and 1. It was something like that. Kelly had it and it was 6 girls. And I was like, I hope you're ready.
Yeah. Ours has been, for the most part, it's been 4.
Yeah.
2 boys, 2 girls, but
That is awesome though. Lincoln,
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
seriously. I've had Kelly and I have talked about Lincoln forever. Mark's second child was they talked about naming their son Lincoln. I was like, I kind of have that one on wraps, and they were like, oh, okay. I don't know why they changed it. Okay, you name your kid whatever you want. Lincoln, cool.
Plus, one of our favorite characters from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for different reasons, but Lincoln. Is when he came in. Was it season 2 or season 3? I think season 2. Yeah.
I like logs.
So funny story about that.
Yeah.
So, my family. Speaking of Lincoln logs.
Yeah.
So my family is one of my mom's favorite vintage toys was always Lincoln logs. So I always saw those.
Yeah.
But when you go down south where my girlfriend's from, they have the actual wooden houses that match that. And every time we drive by now, it's a running joke when I say it. Hey, life-size Lincoln logs.
Get them.
There you go. They got one time out left still.
They're gonna have to use it there.
Yeah.
No, that's cool though. Yeah.
No, on the same page.
Absolutely.
I was actually. You guys were talking about. It was towards the end of MS. I think it was towards the end of MS 24 Hours. Things to talk about that he hadn't talked about yet. And it was actors or actresses or actors to play the Browns.
Yeah,
they were
I wanted to talk about that. Yeah.
So, a couple of ours, we had the exact same. I was about to try to call in at that time too. And
dude,
be
the lines were packed the entire.
I know.
And you know what? Matt Fishman, if you somehow listen to this exact point in the broadcast here for us, that's the beauty of radio. We only have a certain amount of programming that we do throughout the day. You see the Really Big Show, Cleveland Browns Daily, The Next Level, ECT, and then after that, it's all national. People want to see local broadcast. Yeah. People they had packed lines.
I'm free.
Right? Exactly. They had packed lines at clock wasn't going. Are you kidding me?
What?
You gotta be kidding me.
Wait a minute.
They didn't start the clock?
Is the clock different for the...
I will freak the hell out.
They need to look at that.
Are you kidding me? They're sending out the unit. This has to be delayed or something. They can't have the... Yeah. You explain yourself, sir. 5 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, that's...
You give them another freaking play, I will freak out.
And I'll give you that's
35 cent. I will freak out.
I'll give you that's a 5-second play.
It was. It absolutely
play. And he got out of bounds. So
49 yards. You know what? 58% probability. There we go. Chris Boswell though is very good. But what were you saying about the players and stuff?
So the actors and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who it was.
Stefanski.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, he got that. He nails those all the time.
35-10 at halftime. So you guys had Stefanski, Baker, Chubb, Garrett, and
Miles and Jarvis.
Jarvis. So I was thinking for Kevin Stefanski, one I was going to call on. I don't know if anybody said this, but Bradley Cooper was one I was
That's
thinking.
A good one. No one said that.
I was thinking about him. Baker, I had Efron like you did.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
See, I had Efron like you did. Jarvis, I had Michael B. Jordan. Just I know he's built.
Sure.
And I heard you guys talking about him being Myles Garrett. Only because he is built, but kind of more of a wide receiver type build,
and that's a good call.
Right.
I like that. If you know who Dale in Cleveland, cocky Cleveland, he looks identical to Jarvis. If he was a little bit taller, he would be Jarvis every day for the rest of his life.
So when you guys started talking about that, I tried to look at his profile picture on Twitter, but it's hard to discern there. If you guys see him,
I'm
all
telling
the time
you,
now.
he looks just like Jarvis.
So, but I was thinking Michael B. Jordan for that. There is one that I would probably do over Michael B. Jordan, but of course to the late great Chadwick Boseman. See, I was thinking for Chubb. going back to draft day because, Chadwick Boseman was
Sure.
in that for Vontae Mack. I was thinking, he's not playing in the league anymore. If he wants to get into acting, Arian Foster.
Maybe. You know what? Arian Foster's a good Chubb one. Yeah.
Yeah, Arian Foster there.
I went with Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
The Falcon. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
one.
thought that was pretty good.
And who'd you have for Miles?
I had Terry Crews.
That's the one where I was like, we really are on the same
dude
exact page.
And a couple of them, I think they said that Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, a couple of them were like, oh yeah, Michael B. Jordan could play him and get a little bit buffer. And I was like, dude, Terry Crews.
I know.
He is as big as a house, and that is Miles.
That's Terry Crews. Terry Crews is Miles Garrett built,
Yes.
and I was saying Michael B. Jordan is like wide receiver built. When you see those guys, Peter, any of those ones stand out?
He's out. He's out.
Now I know you got to get back to the studio.
I do have to get going. This was awesome.
This was fun.
I don't know how many views we're gonna have.
I don't know.
I hope it's a lot. I'm sure. I hope
retweet it for the viewers.
Absolutely. And if we come up with this, if the same sort of scenario happens next week, if it happens next week,
yes.
I'm down to do it again. This was a ton of fun. I'm sure it probably won't be another primetime game.
Who knows?
It would be KC.
It would be
KC at KC.
But I don't know if the 8:00 time slot is now there. I don't. Just it starts to get closer to like that 3 and 6.
Yeah.
When there's couple
KC.
games. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see. But
we'll see. Hopefully.
Yes.
Fingers.
This first. I'll just say the key to this game right now, as we kind of close out at halftime. Key to this game is that first possession from the Browns offense. You deferred to get, I know the Steelers were the last ones to score, but you got your touchdown. You're up 35-10. This next possession from the Browns, being able to score, is going to be huge.
They need to go into that halftime pissed off they gave up, a field goal with barely any time left.
Right.
And that's the thing, though. You know what? That should jumpstart everything for this team because they should look and go, this team can score at will if we give them the opportunity. That's why you have to be on your A game this second half as well.
Listen, Coach Kevin Stefanski can't be there. Coach Kev can be. We're live streaming. You can feed whatever you want to locker room.
Right.
Coach Kev is here. Gentlemen, we're up 35-10. Is that enough? No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, yeah, you guys. Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Are you guys satisfied?
No, sir.
Are you ready to go out there and keep this thing going and play a full 60 minutes to get this win?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's keep going. We want more. Gentlemen, go out there. Get those hits.
It was close.
After all of
Keep
this.
going, Coach.
After all of this, to drop one.
Would be at the very end.
Go out there. Knock them on their ass like you did in the first half. And offense, keep that rhythm going. Baker, keep what you got going. Run game, offensive line, who's ever out there, next man up, knock hat on hat, knock them on their butts, and let's go win a football game, gentlemen. Who's ready? Woo! Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Hoo, hoo. And with that, I know we got clamoring for people. People want us to stay on. My sister is saying we got to stay on. We got to stay on with everything that's going on. Unfortunately, people got work and people have
school,
have bed to go to get to school and go to work. So, unlike Emmett, there are certain people that need to stay on their
he's
sleep.
Up right now? I think he's up.
I think he's up.
He's got to be.
He's got to be up now. Like
Yeah.
that's got to be the adrenaline he needs. He doesn't need to
Right.
break glass and go with the Bang energy drink or anything. So maybe he's had some couple wild cherry Pepsis. I don't know, but
Maybe, yeah.
See, call back to. I was listening, just not the whole time. I slept, Emmett. Don't worry, I slept. But with that, we are going to close things out. And if you're watching on replay or you watched this whole time on live, we truly appreciate it. I know we would love to stay on, but we cannot. But for my brother, Nick Paulus, and our producer extraordinaire, Peter Tellett, and of course, to our young fan, Jacob, and our doctor extraordinaire in the back as well, Jana Fenstemaker, thank you all for watching. Remember, don't let anyone ever tell you, just like this game, that it's just a game. And we love you all 3,000. Go Browns. Let's take it to them again in the second half. We'll see you down the line next week.